Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Now, I have a question first off. I have two questions, in fact. First off, why is it recently, in the last week or so, every time I try and record a video or anything like that, noise appears from nowhere? Why is that? It's helicopters. There's been a huge increase of helicopters recently. Have you noticed that? Military ones going back and forth. Now it's the council has randomly turned up to like with a trimmer thing, across the way and stuff like that with a high vis vest on. I just don't know. I don't understand it. Secondly, and this is a genuine question, and if you know the answer, please genuinely put it in the doobly-doo, comments down below. And it was a question that I was driving. I had to go do chores and things yesterday, so I was poodling around, radio on, nothing, just obviously minding the traffic, but nothing on mind and stuff like that. And then something from nowhere just popped in. And I thought to myself, is there one department? So the question, name at least one department where government intervention, the government industry, working with industry, department, working together, anything kind of shenanigans, middle management, right? Anyone. Is there one department where them being involved, and it's not just Labour, it's consistent at the moment, where it's a benefit? Do you know what I mean? Okay, obviously NHS, but most of that mucking around there's too many managers, right? Get rid of the managers and their gold-plated pensions and all that kind of malarkey. The boys and girls on the front line, beautiful work. We love them. NHS, as we keep saying, is the national religion of the United Kingdom. We love it, right? It's just, piss poor management. Get rid of them, but they never seem to do. Can anyone name, anyone like involving government, involved there type malarkey? I don't even know what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? It just seems like they're just they're just failures. They see, here we go. Here comes another helicopter coming. I can hear it on the horizon coming in. I don't know what's going on with all these helicopters right now and stuff. There's definitely something going on. If you know what's going on, comment down below. But you know what I mean. Anyway, enough of this waffle. Let's get into this question, which was submitted lovingly by Ian. Thank you, Ian, who asked, "Hello, village leader." Hello, right there. I don't know if you want to call me that, but fair enough, right? You can just call me Gigi. It's easier that way, right? Just thought I'd ask if you could maybe ask the cards if the good people of Iran will rise up and revolt against the tyrannical dictatorship, and if it'll be successful if they do. Thank you, good man. Love and sweet kisses. It doesn't say that, but I'll put it in there. And best of health to you and your family. Oh, thank you very much, indeed. That's very lovely indeed. That's very kind indeed. Very beautiful suck up there. Not necessarily a suck up sandwich. It was lopsided again, but it was all right. So let's find out whether or not the Iranian people will rise up and revolt against their tyrannical dictatorship for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes, this is rule number one. Right, so these feel ready. Let's go from here. So, reflection right out the gate here. Hermit card. Hermit card is meditating, taking a beat, taking a moment. With and the star card, as you can see in this deck, it is formulating, okay, the North Star, your aha moment, pointing in the right direction, that kind of thing. The helicopter's back again. What an angry fist. Oh, so the Hermit card here is very much the people taking a moment, taking a beat. Okay, so reviewing the situation. Seven of Cups. Why did the Six of Cups come to... Anyway, well, we'll probably find out in a second. But Seven of Cups, reflecting, reviewing, lots of questioning. This obviously feels personal. This one feels kind of in small groups, trusted groups, maybe within family units, that kind of thing. But there is definitely discussion. Manifesting, magician. Normally this is action, putting action in, but this feels as kind of the question like... if we get rid of them, what do we have? What's the answer? If you get me, this doesn't feel like actual kind of movement, shaking, that kind of thing. This feels like it's part of this question here within small groups. It's like, what does it look like afterwards? God, dear, they're definitely wasting. See, this is another thing. You know, if I was making this much noise, thankfully you can't hear that much of it on the mic. But if I was making if I was making that much noise, I would be magistrate's court, kind of like fines and stuff like that. They do. Why I order. Anyway, so this very much all feels as if pondering, planning. Not necessarily movement as such. Justice. Ooh. Once again, if we do it, what happens? Cause and effect. This doesn't feel like truth. This feels more like, once again, going back to that kind of playing 4D chess. If we do this, then what happens over here? That kind of thing. Ace of Wands. That light bulb moment. The aha moment. Inspiration. Okay, so it's definitely going to lead to something here. Two of Cups, clubbing together, making partnerships. Yeah, not necessarily romance. In this case, it's like people coming together, it feels like. Hawk Lady, Nine of Pentacles. We haven't seen her for a little bit. It feels like normally it's just she's constantly out and playing. She's been, loosey-goosey recently. So that once again, if we put the action in, what is the garden we are building? Yeah? If we water and nurture it and stuff like that, if we do uprise, okay, in Iran, then what is the Garden of Eden, as it were, that we're building? Okay? Queen of Cups. Hold on, let me just get another one to be sure. Well, there's the plotting, planning, scheme again. Two of Wands. The Queen of Cups almost feels, and it's not, but it's got the energy of kind of bribery, of even though it's sorry, the noise is really distracting. Even though it's kind of like making people feel comfortable in the bribery sense, it will give you these trinkets if you're all right. It will give you these things if you're all right, and shut up and sit down. It's that kind of energy. I hope I'm translating that well. Last card, letting go. Hangman. Something's changed here. This is the foundation reading. We'll get some gossip in a minute, and then we'll have an outcome at the end, as always. But it feels here as if I'm getting the kind of you can't put the genie back in the bottle kind of energy. Something's changed where the usual tactics here with the like I said, the bribery, the kind of trinkets, the making people happy in that respect isn't working. And I think this is part. So this is the people up here This is the only part where the like the dictatorship kind of thing is kind of coming up here with the Two of Wands, but it's a collective. It's kind of two forces coming together. One side is plotting, planning, scheming, reflecting, all that kind of stuff. The Two of Wands down here is very much more about what other trinkets can we use? What other levers can we pull? If you see what I'm saying. They kind of coalesce here. Overarching energy, 10 of Wands. This feels like it's in its reverse state though. So burden, stressed, worried, concerned, yeah, burnt out, that kind of energy. It's not often that you have an overarching energy that's in reverse, but it's definitely there. Underlying energy, a 5 of Cups. See what I mean? What if we... There's definitely kind of... This is the cause and effect up here. This is the concern. So it's like they're doomed if they do, doomed if they don't kind of energy right now. That's what I'm getting as like a snapshot right now. Right, let's get into some prediction deck. Let's find out a bit of gossip as the helicopters continue to circle. It's amazing. I dread to think how much money it costs to run one of these, just like dawdling around. You know what I mean? The amount of drone technology there is, right? They could throw up a DJI. It's battery powered. A DJI is what, $3,000, $4,000? Can run for about half an hour before it has to get charged up again. You know, the big boy ones, right? Maybe a bit longer. It must cost a few grand every time they fly it. You know what I mean? It's just like just fuel alone, let alone the pilot and stuff. Anyway, I'll get off my bandwagon in a minute. Eventually, once they bugger off. So if you're new here, then please come and join the Greatest Good Village, because it takes a village to support everybody. That is what we do. So please like, subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell and all that kind of stuff. Thank you to everybody who shares these videos on other platforms and stuff like that. Genuinely helps out the channel. And if you really, really, really want to help out the channel, then please become a Village Elite member here on YouTube with the Yo Cho memberships. That would be really, really nice and beautiful, and you get extra videos and stuff like that. And my favourite, which is General Vibes, which I've talked about endlessly last time, so I'll shut up now. But yeah, everyone, thank you very much indeed for everybody who does that. It's very, very kind. So then, these feel like they're pretty much done. And there's a buzz on I can hear a buzz now on the bloody microphone. I don't know where that's come from. Whoa, it's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? You can tell. Underwater, submarine. This is all the water cards are pressure building. They're underwater. Okay, the pressure is really on here. This feels like the dictatorship, the ruling class, because there's something. Am I right in saying, and please confirm down below, is it Iran that most of their population is like 30s? Is it? I'm sure it is. Where they, so they're very technologically advanced, and you know they're seeing stuff on Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I need to have a slurp of coffee. Some reason it just... Cheers, my dears. Cheers, lovely. Something in my tickling. You know when you got that feeling where you got like a hair caught at the back of your throat, kind of, it's just tickling. Very odd. Anyway, so very much under pressure, that kind of stuff. Health crisis. I feel like that's the health of the dictatorship. Happy, joy, the Sun card. So I think there will be some form, but you're not, it feels like an underground thing, if you get me. It feels as if it's on the down low. So on the surface, on the dictator side of things, they can't necessarily know who's doing what because it's all in a shh. Almost like I'm seeing an onion, which for me, because I'm a bit of a geek, is the icon for Tor, which is an encryption browser data information stuff. So it's not an actual onion; it's an icon of like the logo, the clicky, double click to launch the browser. It's the so it's all on the underground. It's all on the security cameras. Yeah, they're surveillance. They're trying to keep a tab on this, but there's plotting, planning, scheming again. Interesting that there's plotting, planning, scheming. The strategy planning is on the Two of Wands as well. So it's double whammy. Notice how all of this is the dictatorship. This is like the people. Walking people. Overarching energy. Control puppet. Yeah. Underlying energy taken by force. Oh. This feels like we're on the cusp of something. It's almost as if it's almost like the structure, the foundation is there, with people starting to communicate with each other. Like I said over here, like in small groups, individuals, small groups, family, and that kind of thing. And there's that communication, encryption, and stuff like that. And this is why these people are really worried. The health, the status of their dictatorship is a bit on the skew. Security cameras, they're surveilling people. They're plotting and planning, scheming. So are the, obviously the people. This is what I want about. It's interesting that it's this card. Can you tell that I may have had a dodgy comment recently? It's amazing that this card, when I said on the previous thing, where it all coalesces here, both sides are plotting, planning, scheming. I'm just saying. Can you tell? You're just reading the room instead of reading the cards. Anyway. So this is. I just find it funny. That's all. But this is. I'm sorry. The Kipper deck here is calling to me, so I'm just gonna do a couple of these. I just find it funny sometimes on that kind of thing. Mature man, that's the obviously leader. What's his face with the big old bushy beard? Unexpected income. That I think that may be the bribery that we were talking about here. The trinkets, stealing. Overarching energy. Main female. Poverty. The main female feels as if that is the community. This bit here is the community. This bit here is the action. So dictatorship, bribery, trinkets, that kind of thing. But it feels like, especially with thief there, but it's paying Peter to, stealing from Peter to pay Paul kind of energy. The thief here doesn't feel like resources, though. This feels like time, family unit, what's the word I'm looking for? Life expectancy. Things that are obviously valuable, but are not monetary. It's like the quality of life kind of situation, stealing that respect. But it just feels as if there's definitely some sort of I'm being reminded of I can't remember his name now, the bald guy out of Game of Thrones, on the small council, with his little birds tweeting. I've been hearing song from da 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 da. That's what I'm getting here. And so this is being targeted in some respects into certain communities and certain villages and that kind of thing. But it feels as if they don't know a majority of the specific people involved up here talking about this. It's more a region, more towns and villages, and they kind of bribe the whole of the town, the whole of the village, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's that kind of energy. Anyway, let's go on to the outcome here. Let's go on to the outcome here. So, the outcome of this is what we really want to look at. Whether or not with all this plotting, planning, scheming, that kind of stuff, this 4D chess, will it actually go anywhere or do anything or that kind of malarkey? So, Six of Pentacles, there's the bribery again. You see what I mean? It's constant kind of trinkets keeping people happy, you know. Wheel of Fortune, that feels good and positive. Emperor, that's the mature man again. Ace of Wands, we had the Ace of Wands down here somewhere, didn't we? The light bulb moment, the aha moment. It's very much behind his back, though. Very much behind his back. Justice, again. Cause and effect. Reviewing the situation again. This Ace of Wands is troubling me. Victory, success. We may need to get the dinky deck out for this Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands is troubling me because it's behind his back. It's almost as if the bribery, all coming, all right, all good. Notice he's looking this way. I always look at the pre-pictures, yeah? So, you know, cause and effect, and it's all working well. I'm reviewing the situation, but victory, success behind his back. This is the uprising we're looking for. Death to this situation over here. Page of Wands. The last card is really going to be an important one. And I'll tell you why. Because it could either be the dictatorship, be just like replacing the head, as it were. Or it can go into kind of almost like civil war kind of thing. Or it could actually work out well. Because the reason why is the Page of Wands here is kind of whimsical passion. Page of Wands is also, for me, the Googling card. Reviewing, kind of researching, kind of finding out options, that kind of stuff. And once you've made that research, that's why you've then got the Knight of Wands putting the action in, if you get me. So it's almost like, now we've done it, what are we going to do now? What sort of, you know, how are we going to sort this out? Blah, blah, blah. So Oh, wow. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Sun card again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I'm pleased. Because with the Page of Wands, it could have gone one of two ways. Kind of like, we don't know what to do now. We've got to Google it. And turmoil and crazy ensues. Yeah. Wow. Sun card. Oh, right. Star card. Divinely guided. Chariot. Moving on. All right. So this is yes. Yes. Right. The answer is yes. Now, let's try and find a sort of time scale. Because this feels like something that Trump has done has really... It could be the F-bomb that's really kind of sparked this sort of thing. Because it's one of those situations where it's like up till now, talking for broadly the Iranian, up till now, we've only had issues with the parliament, with the dictatorship, that kind of similar to kind of almost like kind of stuttering Starmer, walking people, and what's changed recently, and it's consistently changed. Is that this is the first time that officially Labour people are working against him. Okay, up until then, it was just the broader country. Now it's Labour MPs as well that's turning against him. Do you see the difference? Same here. It's like before it was just the Iranian people having a bitch and a moan. Now Trump is pissed off as well. Do you see what I'm saying? It's suddenly kind of, no, it's almost, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost validating what they already knew. It's that kind of energy we're getting here. This is what the change is here. Fated. Wow. Oh. Oh. Sorry, it felt like I've been struck. Oh. Oh, dear. I do apologise. Oh, watering eyes as well now. Wow. No, it felt like I was being strangled there. Oh. Sorry about that. Right, so Fated. Oh dear. Let me just wipe the tears from my core. So it's definitely on the cards, as it were. Remembering how it used to be, kind of like the elder leaders of the villages, that kind of stuff, listening to grandparents and that kind of thing. Yeah. Trapped, and this is what I was feeling earlier. They don't know, like, the other, where's it going? They don't have a plan of action. So the blind, it's almost like the blind leading the blind, but it's just more awkward, if you get me. It's just a bit like we don't have the full picture. Yeah. Trapped feels the state they are in now. Hence why they're plotting, planning, scheming, strategy, that kind of stuff, to get out of this trap. But it's the view afterwards, like we kept saying. Yeah, it's been kept. But we've got the Sun card here, so the vision is going to become better. It's just that first tentative step kind of thing. Overarching luck, jackpot. Yes. Underlying energy. Good news. So it's different. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? Slipping underneath. Strategy, plotting, planning, scheming. There you go. Right there. It's all down to the plotting, planning, scheming. So this looks really, really good. It feels as if it feels as if the issue is, like, part of it's already going now, building networks, that kind of thing, communicating stuff. So it's a bit difficult. But I would say about 12 to 16, 18 months. So we're looking like there will be this complete change here. Complete change. King of Wands. Happy home. Yeah, there needs to be, and I don't mean any disrespect here at all, but with the King of Wands, there needs to be kind of like the change will happen when a Martin Luther King style kind of figure emerges, talking about this happy home, this 11/11, make a wish, all that good stuff. So it's like the proposal, because this is weddings and marriages and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's like almost like this is the proposal, this is the plan, this is the happily ever after that we're going towards, the vision intent with the King of Wands, passionately going towards the Four of Wands. Once that happens, domino effect. Until then, it's still on the underground. It's still hidden away. So, yeah. Once that happens, it feels like it's quite a quick turnaround. But at the moment, it feels like the gem of the planting the seed idea is there, because Trump is is miffed off with both sides. It's not I think it for them it was refreshing to see that it's not just Israel. I'm not just protecting Israel from Trump point of view. It's the fact that both of you screwed up. Both of you are on the naughty step kind of thing. There was an equality there that they hadn't seen before, and I think that's what's kind of the domino effect is happening here. The helicopter's still going. Bless it. Bless it in all its things. But I think we're going to leave it here for now. So if you enjoyed the reading, please thumb me a like. It generally helps out the channel. Subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell, and all that kind of stuff. I think we need to visit back on this in about 6 months' time. So if anyone reminds me, that'd be amazing. In the comments there. Make a note. But until next time, when we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.